I accidentally went live a few minutes ago while I was trying to get everything set up, and I guess I just hit the live button. So if you saw that, sorry, that was just a little premature. All right. That looks fairly straight. That might be as straight as I'm going to get it. How are y'all doing tonight? Let me get over here and find my video on my computer so I can chat with y'all. I hope everybody's having a great evening. Let's see, where are we? Here we go. There we are. And now for the chat, welcome in everyone. Oops, can't spell tonight. Oh. So, if y'all watched my very first live, I guess it's last Wednesday, I made a really cute little Easter tag, a jelly bean prayer tag, and I am taking that to my club class this weekend. I'm taking one of those for all the people in my class. And so I want to make a couple more little treats on top of just taking one for everybody. We also bring like a little, a little gift that we give everybody. And so I want to make one of these to take for Saturday, but I also want to make a couple for my nieces and nephew to go in their Easter basket. So I need to make probably 4 of these. And what these are is a really cute Easter bunny treat holder. And the pattern comes from Rashawn Williams, or Wilms maybe. That's her logo. I hope I'm getting it up there where everybody can see it. This is not my template. It's not my my idea. I'm taking it from her. Let's see. Trying to make sure y'all can see that. There we go. And I've put the link to this template and her channel in the description box. So y'all go check her out. She is a German content creator. So I honestly took German in high school, and I can do a little bit with the printed stuff that she does, but most of her videos are just her showing how to do it. So if you're really good at watching someone and picking up the tips and tricks of what they're doing, you'll be able to follow along on her channel really well. That's what I do. In fact, I don't even know that I've heard her speak. I think most of hers just have like a music overlay. But I'm going to start with this first one. I know I want to do a cute little yellow bunny. Actually, I think I decided I'm going to start with the cream colored one. I want to do the pink and the purple and the yellow for my nieces and nephews. But I think this is the one that I'm going to make and take up to my card club. So we're just going to start this off together. Welcome in, everybody. Thank y'all for joining me. Hopefully y'all heard that discussion about what we're doing. This is a free template from another channel from Rashawn Wilms. She's a really good origami creator. So if y'all have not found her channel, go give her a like and a subscribe. And in one of her shorts, she's got a link to this free template. And so that's what I'm going to try to make tonight. As I was saying, I believe she's in Germany, because you can see, the description and everything. I believe that's German. And so she doesn't talk you through how to do them. She just does it. And so I thought I would try making it, and maybe I could give a little bit of instruction or help with some of it. But this looks like a pretty straightforward box. I'm going to do this. I'm going to lay that here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm going to have to hold it to kind of get around these bunny ears. And then I'll put it back in the camera where y'all can see what we're doing. But we're going to make this and decorate it and get it ready to give one of them to my card club on Saturday as a make and take swap. And then the others are going to go to my niece and nephew. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'd love to hear from you in the chat if you want to chat with me. I am new to Facebook or to YouTube Lives. So I struggle sometimes to craft and to talk. My husband would say I never struggle to talk, but when I'm crafting, I have to concentrate. So I'd love to chat with you in the chat if you're there, or you can just watch me kind of put this box together. I did print this off on a fairly decent cardstock. I've got thicker cardstock, but it doesn't go through my printer very well. And so anything that I print as a template like this, I kind of balance what's the most that my printer can handle and what's the thickest cardstock I need. And I wanted a pretty good one for this. So again, this is all her template. I'm just cutting around the design. You can go print off the template on her channel. And again, the link is in the description. And if I'm understanding it right, and I think I am, you cut on the solid lines and fold on the dotted lines. Let me turn this up just a little bit, and then I'll finish out the ears. And I really think probably the worst of this is going to be cutting out those ears. I'm not a fan of fussy cutting. I may have to actually put on my glasses to be able to see better. I think you could probably also fold this so that the lines are on the inside, just to help a little bit, cover them, hide them if you're not right on it, cutting it off. Hello. Oh, my dog Millie, my best friend. I love animals. Hi Millie, or my dog Millie. I am making an Easter box. It's going to look like a little bunny rabbit. This is a template from Rashawn Williams, and the link to this is in the description for this video. But you could also search for her, and I think it's actually Rashawn Williams, but it's spelled Willms. I think she shortened it on YouTube. And she has an origami channel. She's a German creator, so most of her videos don't have any voiceover, or at least the ones I've watched don't have voiceover. And so I'm taking her template, her free template, and I'm trying to make it and see if I can add some instructions to it if any of y'all need. So if you like origami, even if you just like watching it, she does some really cool stuff. So I want to promote her channel and give her full credit for this. I'm just making what she designed. And this will be the slowest part of it, I'm pretty sure, is the cutting out. I started to cut one out ahead of time, and I thought, no, that's what the most of the video is going to be. If I do that, there's not much video to watch. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. If y'all want to chat with me in the chat, feel free. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of keep crafting and let y'all watch if it interests you. I am a crafter in the Southern United States. I don't know if my channel says where I'm at or not. Southern United States. And I love crafting anything. I do all the different crafts. This just happens to be a paper craft that I'm doing tonight. So now, got that all cut out. Let me get out some kind of pad so that I can score. This might be the best thing. Welcome in, Andrea. I certainly agree. Those of us who know our spiritual and heavenly Father, we have a blessing we can't even describe, don't we? Let's see. So, from the original template, I cut out on the solid lines. Now I'm going to score on the dotted lines. And I've just taken a pad of paper and flipped it upside down to give me something soft to press into to help score this. I could probably, this is short lines, I could probably pull out like one of my short scoreboards and try to line them up, but I'll try to freehand this and see what I can do. See what I can do. So when this gets put together, it will look like an Easter bunny with the little ears sticking up. And this is the bottom of the box, so it'll kind of be a hexagon shape. Let's see. Fold these, score these. If you've not got a really thick paper, you might not even have to score it. You might be able to fold, just help it fold on the dotted lines. Okay. And, oh, I got to do these across the top. Just a little bit to help them fold. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to put it where where the lines are on the inside. So I'm going to fold it in this direction. First thing I want to do is fold up what's going to be the bottom, and then fold up these tabs. Make sure I've got them. I need to snip that one a little bit better. Yeah, I need to loosen that tab just a little bit more. So again, I'm just folding on the dotted lines. Cut on the solid, fold on the dotted. And then we'll fold. I'm going to fold it backwards first to make sure I'm on that score mark, and that'll make it easier to fold the other way. That's a trick if you ever need to fold your line to the inside. Fold it backwards just a little bit to kind of start that crease, especially if you've got a score in it, and then you can fold it forward. Again, to be able to see where my score lines are that I made. There we go. And then this little tab on the end. And again, I'm going to say this a lot because I want everyone to know this is not my template. And I'm trying to make sure I give credit to Rashawn for her template and her original idea. So y'all go check the description and check out her channel for the original. I'm just making my version of her product. Don't want anyone to think I'm trying to take credit for it. Okay, now I'm going to start trying to fold the bottom up and glue those little tabs together. I'll put a little bit of glue on the outside. Fold it in. Give it a second. You could use not a double stick tape for this, tear and tape. Anytime I'm doing something structural like this, I like to use liquid glue. I think it holds better. It's a little bit more tedious to try to hold it, but you could certainly use tear and tape if you wanted. So much of crafting is just patience, you know. Glue a little bit, fold a little bit, hold a little bit. I really do think crafting teaches us a lot of life skills. Teaches us to keep trying. Teaches us to solve problems. Teaches us patience and perseverance. I teach crisis response classes in my day job. That's my 9 to 5. And I really do see how crafting and creativity help with crisis response, help you develop skills and techniques that help you overcome crisis. So if you're a crafter, congratulations. I think you probably are on your way to having a really good mental health, because I think you're learning a lot of really good techniques. Okay, I'm down to my last one. I need to glue the bottom to the bottom and then glue these two sides together, kind of all in one motion maybe. So let me see what I can do here. I'm going to put my glue here. I want to be sure that this gets tucked underneath. So let me see if I can do all that at once. There's the sides and the bottom, okay? Get a little creative with how you hold it there. I'm hoping everything is in the window where y'all can see it. Yeah, okay. Got that a little off. I need to reposition it. Didn't line up the bottom as well as I wanted to. There we go. I'm going to have to re-glue that. I had it kind of in the wrong spot and it wasn't sitting good. Let's try that again. That's that problem-solving technique. If you don't get it right the first time, try again. Okay. How cute. Oh, that's so cute. Now, you could do one of two things. You could put the ears together like this. And now you've got a cute little bag. You can put all sorts of treats down in there. You could even put some Easter grass down in there as well. And then you've got two cute little bunny ears sticking up. I think I am. This one I need to round off a little bit better. I didn't do as good a job trimming it. So let me do that. So they match up a little bit better. Here you go. Okay. And then she gave us this other piece that we can cut to put the ears. So I'm going to cut 2 of these. I'm just going to lay another piece of paper behind it and cut 2 at the same time. You could even do 4 if you wanted it to be like both sides. I'm going to let mine have a back side because I think I'm going to put a cotton tail on it. Put a little cotton ball to make a bunny tail. Okay. And now I want to turn these. I probably should have cut them out of the pink. I've got some pink cardstock over here. That would be cute to cut them out of the pink. But I'm going to, I think I'm going to color mine. Let's see. Where's a real soft bunny pink? What have I got here? Let's try this. I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends. This one is Light Bubble Bath. I'm just going to test it first. Since this is kind of a creamy color, I want to see what it looks like before I do it. I think that's pretty good. Let me see what the dark looks like. That's a little better. Yeah, I think that's the color I want to use. I like how that looks. So I'm also going to take my fine fussy cutting scissors. I think my big scissors were good to cut out the whole box, but to fussy cut this, I think I'm going to clean it up a little bit with my little bitty scissors. I think I need to clean up my edges just a touch. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. And again, if y'all have been in here, you're going to hear me say it a lot. This template comes from Rashawn Williams, or Wilms. I actually think it's Williams, but I think she's shortened it for YouTube. So y'all check the link in the description to get her pattern, and you can go watch her original video. She makes it look so quick and so easy. But as I said, she's a German content creator, so I don't think I've ever heard her do a voiceover. So I thought I would make one of her projects and kind of talk through it as we go. So I'm just using my alcohol markers. These are called Stampin' Blends. They come from Stampin' Up. And I'm just coloring what's going to be the inside of my bunny ears. And because I do want a little bit of shading for it, I'm going to come back with the lighter color, kind of in the middle. I know that seems odd to do the lighter color in the middle, but what it'll do, it'll just change the dimension of it a little bit. You can kind of see how it changed the color there in the middle. Just a teeny tiny little bit. So there's my bunny ears. And now let's take it back here and see if I can put them together. Let's see. This is the back of my box, so I'll put them on the front side. And I'm just gluing them there in the middle. Like so. The other one over here. Okay. So now let's see. I can't decide. I don't think I want to put a face on it. I think I would rather just decorate it with some pretty light colored Easter looking paper. So let me pull up my 6x6 papers here and see if I can find something light and springy. Let's see. I think that's a little too dark. I like the florals, but that's too dark. What do y'all think? I think that one's too dark. That one's a little better. I like that one with it. Let's see. That would be pretty with the light ears. If y'all see one you like, put it in the chat. We'll use it. Some purple stripes even. That's looking to be most of my light colored stuff. That's most of the light colored stuff. Ooh, where's that one? That one might be pretty too. Okay. I like the florals, but I just think that's too dark. I'm gonna put that aside. That's not doing it for me. This one is pretty. That looks Eastery, springy, fun. The purple is cute. I think I'm going to use this one when I do my nephews. I think that looks summery or springy, but I think it also looks a little bit more guy. Seems a little bit more like a guy's decoration. So I'm going to save that for his. And that's that one. I think I'm going to go with this one. I think I like this one. So I'm going to measure my, maybe cut out some of the floral design from the template. Maybe cut out and then put it on top of another template, maybe the purple stripes. Oh, ooh. So you're saying like fussy cut out the flowers and put it on top of, put one on top of that. Ooh, that's a really good idea. Eve's Place, good thought. Okay, let's do that. I like that. So let me cover this first. So I'm going to measure my strips. What did I do with my ruler? I think I'm going to need, those are 1-inch panels. I'm going to go back to the original template and measure it just to see if I'm doing it right. Yeah, those are just bigger than 1 inch. Like they're maybe 1 1/8. So I'm going to cut a 1-inch strip. That's going to give me a teeny tiny little border. So I'm going to do 1 inch wide by, they're just over 2.5 tall. So I think I'm going to do 1 inch wide and 2.5 tall. And let me see what that looks like. So before I waste my good paper, let me pull out a piece of scrap here. Where to put my scraps? This is just to test if my measurements are right. So this is, no, figure out what I'm doing here. Let me go 1 inch. Is that what I said? 1 inch or 1.5? That just looks really small. Nope, 1 inch. Okay. 1 inch wide by 2.5 tall. Yeah, that will just almost cover it. Give a little bitty tiny border around it. So that's right. So let me cut my purple stripes at 1 inch by 2.5. There's 2. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6. Okay. So 1 inch. 1 inch. You needed some more artistic. Oh, wonderful, Eve's Place. I'm going to call you Eve, just for shortening it. But yeah, I'm glad you're here. I just started doing YouTube lives about a week ago. Like it'll be a week ago Wednesday. And kind of like you, I love to craft and create, but I kind of needed, I was looking for some interaction with it. I said on my first live, I've got a lot of creative friends that do stuff, but no one's as crazy as I am. So I'm always looking for people to craft with. Yeah, there's all 6 of them. And I've been following a few other people that were doing lives, and I got really excited watching them. So I said, I'm just going to start trying to do lives. Wonderful. Nice to meet you, Justice. Nice to meet you, Eve. Glad y'all are here. So creative educators. Tell me what that means. I'm an educator and I'm creative, so I want to know how you're using that term. I'm a retired teacher. When I go quiet, that's me like holding my tongue, biting my tongue and holding my mouth just right to center these things. For me, crafting is a full body sport. Crafting can be a full body sport. And I hope you heard me say that this is not the template is not mine. That came from another YouTube creator, Rashawn Wilms, holding that up here. And I put a link to it in the description. I always want to make sure I'm giving credit to the original creator. I just needed a couple more Easter gifts for my niece and nephews. I made some other ones on my first live that I think are more for my adult friends. I think my nieces and nephews will prefer these to those. So, oh, so did you hear me say that I teach crisis response in my day job? And I feel like crafting helps us develop so many of those skills that help us in times of trauma or crisis, and help us develop those resiliency techniques. That is awesome. I'm going to have to come find your channel and start watching what you do, because I think we're very close at heart. I think there is a healing power in creativity, and I think creativity builds a healing spirit. I think a lot of healing comes from within, and motivation and mindset and willingness sometimes. So, okay, now let me see if I can fussy cut. Repeat my title again, please. So, I'm a retired teacher, but in my day job, I teach crisis response. So I teach people I teach people how to do interventions with people who have been through crisis. But I take the approach that all of us have experienced crisis. And if we are willing and able to help someone else overcome or, survive, get through, heal from their own trauma, then it's because we have some skills that we want to share. So I always say, I'm teaching you to help others, but I'm doing it by teaching you first how to help yourself. So that's why I kind of stumble with it. I actually teach teams of community responders who can go in and do individual or group crisis interventions if the community has experienced a trauma. Yes. I actually work for the National Organization for Victim Advocates, and we have our own crisis response model that we teach. Trying to figure out where my flower is and what I want to take and what I want to leave. That might have been a good one to take. I may have to come back and get that one. I want a leaf with it. Slip this out of here. Oh, wonderful. Special education and a driver educator. Yep. Anyone who teaches knows that our youth are in trauma all the time. Like they're in trauma from their own growth and development. Just the act of being a teenager anymore is traumatic. But then with everything that's going on in our society, our youth are just so traumatized almost all the time. Okay, there's one flower. And that is going to be so cute. I'm so glad you came up with that idea. Okay, I think I want another flower either with it or I might have to lose that leaf. It's kind of hard to tell what to fussy cut out of this. Let's see here. Let me see. I think I'm going to take this one right here and see if I can use them together. If I'd thought about it, I would have cut them together. Sometimes you don't have a vision until you see things in pieces, and then you got to figure out how to fix it. Yeah. Take that little leaf with it. There we go. Yeah, that's cute too. Okay, so there's the front. What if I put this one here? I kind of think like the idea of it like sticking up, like almost being three-dimensional. Because when you put the ears together on the box, and after I stuff it, I think I'm going to tie a little ribbon around each one to help hold it closed. It kind of flattens out the front of the box a little bit. So I think that will be cute to have these right there kind of lifted off maybe. Ooh, with dimensionals. Where's my dimensionals? It is not. Teaching is not easy. It never was, but it really isn't now. And COVID really did a number on not only the education system, but the educators and the students and the parents. Let's see. Let me take... I retired in 2022 as the Safe Schools Coordinator for our state. I was working for the Department of Education, and I was dealing with everything from suicide to playground safety to school shootings to overdose, addiction, all those things that just really tear a school and people up. And after a while, it was just more than I could handle, and I opted for early retirement. That is so cute. You have such a good vision. You had such a good vision. Let's see. One more. Yeah, I need a big piece for it. There we go. That is so cute. I was going to run by Dollar Tree and get my grass and my candy, and I forgot. So I don't have my candy to fill it in, but that is so, so cute. Let me see if I've got purple. Let's see, do I have any purple string or ribbon? Let's see. That may be a little wide. Do I have any thinner ribbon? Oh, here we go. Let me pull out some purple ribbon up here. It's too wide. It's a little thinner. I'm one of those people that once I get something in my head, I usually can't get off of it. So I'm really trying more in my crafting to come in here with just no ideas, like no plan, free form. Because if I get an idea in my head, I have to make that idea happen. And I really prefer sometimes to just see what happens. So it's a battle between what I call my OCD and my creativity. I don't want to tie those too tight. I'm going to need to take them back off. Oops, I didn't cut that long enough. Hey, Bonnie, welcome in. We are making an Easter basket or Easter treat box. I'm trying to tie a bow at the moment. That bow is not very pretty. That bow needs a redo. I'll have to work on that one. I'm gonna get a longer piece for this one. I've got enough ribbon. I don't have to skimp. I have got a whole batch of ribbon. Yes. I watch all these other creators and they just seem to be so fluid with everything. And I envy that. Because like I said, I usually come in here with a plan, but I'm really, really trying. And it's hard because, you think you're going to be on live and you got to be interesting, or I feel like I need to be interesting. But I'm really telling myself this is just about having some fun and meeting some people. So I don't have to script out everything. It's okay to do improv. Okay, I may have to work on the bows, but that's our first prototype. And I've got a couple more to make. I'm going to go ahead and try to cut one out and see if I can. I don't know that I need to improve. I do think I need to cut out better. If you can see, some of my lines still show through even though they're on the inside. So I need to do a better job of cutting out the template. But other than that, I think it worked really well. And I absolutely love that purple and floral. That worked out gorgeous. And then I've got some, where did I put them? I've got some tags. They're bigger than this. That's like a postage stamp punch. I've mislaid them. But I've got some bigger ones. And off camera, I'll do the kids' names on them and tie it on. So they'll each get a little name tag with each kid's name on it. Cutesy, cutesy, cutesy. Okay, there's one. I'm going to set it right there. And then, like I said, for those of y'all who have been here, you're going to hear me say it over and over. This is a template, a free template from another creator, Rashawn Wilms, Wilms. I actually think it's Williams, but I think she had to shorten it. But she's here on YouTube, and her link is in my description for the template. So this was actually her template right here that I printed off on some different colors. And I need 4 of them. I need 1 for my card club this Saturday and 3 for my nieces and nephews. So I think I'm going to go, my original plan was for the 2 pinks and the purple for my nieces and nephew, because both the girls like pink, and then Harry's go with the flow. He would like the yellow or the blue, but I think I'll do his in blue. Actually, let me pull. This is the paper that I think would look good for his. Ooh, it might actually look better with the yellow. I think I'm going to do his as the yellow. I think I am. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have a plan, you don't have anything to forget. I was really debating today, what am I going to do? Am I going to do this? Am I going to do another project that I want to work on? I may just wind up going live doing whatever I need to do or want to do in my craft room, and y'all can just come along for the ride if you want. Okay, I'm going to try this one again. And it doesn't matter so much on the box part, but up on the ears, I'm going to be really careful and try to do a better job of cutting it out so that ink doesn't show. Okay, and I'm going to do that first so y'all can kind of kind of watch. Oh, wow. Oh, what a wonderful goal, Eve. That's wonderful. Or just justice, whichever one's in. That is so fantastic that you are doing that for families. There are so many families that just need help anymore. Just a little guidance in all those areas. I said I was a retired teacher. I was actually family and consumer science. So I taught nutrition and child development and money management and all those things. And I know even when I was in the classroom back in the 90s, kids then didn't understand concepts like insurance and budgeting because their parents didn't really understand it. I'm a late in life baby for my parents, so my parents were much older. I was raised differently than most of my friends. And they taught me about budgeting, and I knew about car insurance, and they talked to me about living on my own and rent and apartment and all that stuff. But I think so many of our families now didn't get that kind of instruction growing up, and we're seeing the result of it. It's not that families don't care and aren't trying to be self-sustaining. It's that maybe they just don't understand how to do it. And our world market and everything is changing so rapidly. I know when I was teaching, they would say you should have about 3 months of income in a savings account. That was considered security. And some of the most recent things I've read say you need more like 6 to 8 months of income because the job market is so hard, and so many jobs are being either outsourced or discontinued. And so it's harder and harder to find a job. Late development and understanding of concepts. Well, good job, Justice. Yeah, at one time I thought I understood like the market, like how to invest and, grow your wealth. I don't. I really, really don't. And my parents didn't make their wealth in the market or, by trading or any of that. It was hard work and investment and budgeting and penny pinching and just being wise with their spending. And so that's another thing. So many people think, well, get a little money and then you can put it in the market or you can grow it. I don't know how to grow money. They won't let me print it on paper, and so I don't know how to make money other than just earn it and try to save it, spend it wisely and save it. This is another time where I'm biting my tongue and holding my mouth a certain way as I'm trying to fussy cut. It's hard to talk and fussy cut at the same time. And then the rest of this is pretty easy because it's straight lines. So I'm going to go back to my longer scissors. I think that'll be better. I just sharpened these too. Or actually my husband sharpened them for me. So they're nice and sharp. Except at the tip. They're never really good at the tip. They're those rounded generic scissors. And so this is the template from Rashawn. And like I said, she does her videos in German, so I just assumed, took from what I saw, that you cut on the solid line, and then we're going to score on the folded line, or the dotted line. Fold on the dotted line. So Eve, do y'all do in-person training classes? Are you just virtual online, working with people everywhere? Or, I didn't know if you had like a brick and mortar place. Breaking free from intergenerational trauma. Yep. Absolutely. That's a wonderful model. So glad to meet y'all. To know y'all are out there working on that, doing that for people, helping people with it. Okay, I did a little bit better of getting rid of the print lines on my bunny ears. I need a little touch up in a couple places. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to pull back up my paper pad so I can do my scoring. My birthday is in April, and so growing up, I always had bunny-themed birthday parties. So even if you didn't need this for Easter, if you've got a spring birthday, those cute little bunny cakes that you can make out of a couple round cakes, these would be cute little party favors for any type of little spring birthday for kids, or baby shower. That would be cute. So it's not just Easter. They've got a lot of uses. Oh, yes. Well, thank you. My name is Suzanne. I use Love and Pieces as my handle, so most everybody calls me Love, but Suzanne is my birth name. On one of the channels that I hang out on, her name's Juju. I think her name's April, but she uses the name Juju, and she couldn't remember Suzanne, and she started calling me Jess. She thought it was Jessica, so she started calling me Jess. So then everyone on that channel kind of started calling me Jess, and then Juju was on another channel that I watched, and then people over there got confused because they thought my name was Suzanne, but then they started calling me Jess. And so it's really funny. I don't care what you call me. Just don't call me late for supper. I do YouTube, and then I do Whatnot. I sell a lot of my crafts and supplies on Whatnot. And so over there, everyone just calls me Suzanne. They use less real names and more handles over there. So that's kind of where everyone knows me as Love. Okay. See if did I get that one folded? Yeah. Glue this. Let's glue this one together. You know, it wasn't as hard to glue it as I thought it would be. That I was really afraid getting all these pieces together, especially on this bottom one, would be hard. But if you just take it piece by piece, I don't think it's hard at all. So, whew, it's getting warm in here. We have cats, and I have to keep when I do my videos, I have to keep the door closed because my cat will come in here and Susie Jessie, yeah. My cat comes in here and he doesn't wear a collar, and so he can sneak up on me. All the rest of them wear a collar, and I can hear either their tags, or one of them's got actually a little bell, but you can hear their tags clinking on their collar. But Binks refuses to wear a collar, and he will sneak up on me, and he jumps up here when I'm not paying attention, and he scares the crap out of me. And plus, he's the one that has to be right up in the middle of everything I'm doing. A couple of the others might come lay down underneath the table with me, but Binks would be right up here with his butt in the camera and nuzzling the glue and stepping in the ink and all that. So I have to keep my door closed. All that to say, I have to keep my door closed, and now it's getting hot in here. The things that I see Rashawn make, I've made several things of hers, just watched her video and then followed along with either 6x6 or 12x12 paper. That's a lot of what she uses. And I've always found them, if not easy, at least, the second or third time I tried, it makes sense. Like it's understandable. It might not be the easiest thing, but you can make it work. This is really easy. I mean, I'm to be as complex looking as it is, I'm really impressed that it goes together as easy as it does. And like I said, she does a lot of, her stuff is mostly origami, or what I call origami. She doesn't use a lot of glue. It's things that hold together with different folds and such. And it's just really pretty. She makes some awesome stuff. I am in central Arkansas, southern part of the United States. If you're interested in some of my other work, not my crafting stuff, you can look at my website. Ooh, let me find a pen. Find a marker. That's my website where I've got some of my other stuff. I've got links for my LoveAndPieces on there too, but that's like my professional website for my consulting. And if you're interested in that, from time to time, I don't have any scheduled right now, but from time to time I do different trainings on different topics about, crisis response and understanding the brain, the trauma brain and everything. And I'm working up one. I've got the outline for it. I just need to kind of refine it on how crafting helps develop resiliency. Because there's a study that says there are 3 things that benefit resilience, that help build resilience. And it's an uncanny ability to improvise, a deep belief that life is meaningful. Oh crap, what's the third one? uncanny ability to improvise, deep belief that life is meaningful. But anyway, I think the ability to improvise, I think that comes from crafting. Because, you know, when you're working with paper or paint or wood or whatever it is, if something doesn't go right, you usually don't just scrap the whole project. You figure out how to fix it, how to make it right. And so I think that crafting helps develop that resiliency. Yes. Bye, Eve. It was wonderful visiting with you. Y'all have a great evening and a great tomorrow. Let's see, where's my... And welcome to those of y'all who are sticking with me. We are making a cute little bunny. This is the one we just finished. This is the one we're working on. It's a cute little bunny Easter bag, Easter treat holder. I'm making them for my nieces and nephew. And let's see, I started the first one at 9 or 8. So it takes, of course, I'm talking and not necessarily paying a lot of attention, but maybe 30 minutes to make one. I mean, they're pretty quick. Because I colored the ears pink on this one, I think I'm actually going to cut out some of the cream colored for this pink one. See if I can like shadow it, maybe make it a little, line it a little bit. See if that helps. See if that works. Oops, got it upside down. Maybe I just need to make it a darker pink. Let me find a darker pink. What will this do to it? I want to practice it on a different color. Oh, that might work. That might be cute. Let me try that. I can always cut another one if that doesn't look right. I think that'll work. I think that's cute. Let me just color this and then I'll cut out from it. Welcome in, everybody. Thank y'all for being here with us. We're just hanging out and making a couple little Easter treats, Easter treat bags. Wanted to make a couple for my nieces and nephews. And I wanted to make one for my card club, craft club that's coming up on this weekend. Round that off just a little bit. I've been forgetting to hold this under the camera so y'all can see what I'm doing. I have to get up close to my face so I can see what I'm doing. Decorate the little ears. So cute. So cute. Let's see, where's the back one? Back of this one. Okay. So that one and this one. Need to round that off just a little bit. It's got a point on it. we go. That's cute. I like the cream colored one, but I like the pink one too. And the girls that my nieces love pink, they will both be tickled with the pink. So let me do, I think I like this for the pink ones to decorate the sides. And I measured the first one, so I'm gonna go with the belief that they'll be the same. And they were 1 inch by 2.5 inches. I need 6 of them. So let's see, whoops, get it straight. 2, 3, and cut these at 2.5. Line them up. 2.5 long. Welcome in, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. I am just hanging out, making some Easter treat baskets, or Easter treat goodies to go in Easter baskets. And this is a printable template from another content creator, Rashawn Wilms. So if y'all want this template, y'all can pop over there to her website, her YouTube channel. It's RAUSHANWILLMS, and I think it's got 25 at the end of it. But she is the originator of this template, this pattern, and she's got it as a free download on her site for you. Oops, I got my colors mixed up. What is this one? This one is, I'll need it again. I'll just leave it out. All right, let's put these on. Cute little Easter colors, bright and cheerful. You could even do this the other way around and print it on your printed cardstock. If you had an 8.5 by 11 of the printed cardstock you wanted, and then cover the ears with white. So it's a really easy template to work with. Easy to cut out. The hardest part is the shape of the ears, and that's not even hard. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for watching with us. And the last one. Make sure they're all nice and flat. There we go. I think on this one, let's see, if I got any cute little flowers. got some little bows. That might be cute. That's the color of the bunny. I want something different. Ooh, here's a purple one. That might be cute on the front. Little bow. Oh, put that up on the ears. That will be cuter than tying the ribbon. Oh, yeah, that's what's going to happen. Do I have another purple? Yes, I do. I might do that over here as well. Yeah. I think that I like that better than tying the ribbon. The ribbon's like big and bulky. The little paper bows are perfect. And those, I think, came out of maybe a paper pumpkin kit from Stampin' Up. I'm not sure where I've got too many of them for that. They must be a die. So I've got a lot of Stampin' Up dies and stamps. Got a lot of other companies too, but as far as dies, they're mostly Stampin' Up. So I'm going to say that must be a Stampin' Up die for me to have that many and that many different colors. These little smaller ones, like these white ones, I know those are a Stampin' Up punch. That's the Scotty Dog punch that those are on. Cute. Yeah, that looks better than the ribbons, I think. Adorable. And then just put some grass and some treats in there. I'll have to pick up my grass and treats for the kiddos. Let's see. Now what colors can I put on this one? I'm going to do my nephews in kind of a blue. So let me see if I've got two of these blue ones. This might look cute on the pink. That kind of matches the paper. Let me see. This is the paper I know I'm going to put on my nephews, and I think that's the blue that I'm going to use with his. So I'll lay those aside. And then that's a little bright. I don't think that looks as good. That's cute. I think I like the yellow. I think we're going to go with the yellow. If y'all have a choice, put it in the chat. One of the other ladies who was in here earlier, she's the one that said to fussy cut out the flowers and put at the bottom, and that was a fabulous idea. So I may need y'all's help. I can always take a good suggestion. So cute. So cute. Little Easter bunny Easter basket gift. So the purple one's gonna be for Card Club. This one is gonna be for my niece. I need to make another pink one for my other niece, because if they're not both pink, they will fight over them. They are both pink girls. They love the pink. Ooh, here's some cute little butterflies. Ooh. I wonder if I could decorate. These don't show up as well as I'd want them to. Some cute little birds. I'm just looking in my stash of random ephemera and other pieces that I've got from different things. Some of these might be cute to put on here. Yeah, let's start putting some of these little flowers on here. I think these will be cute. I think I can build a cute little flower piece right down here at the bottom. take the yellow one and, oops. Let's see, I think I've got a better shaper tool. If I can get to it. This will work. I use the cap end of my take your pick tool and just kind of shape it a little bit so it's got some dimension to it. We'll put that right in the middle. And white one. And here's another yellow one. That helps tie in the yellow of the see if there's another. I don't want to use the brown. Looking for brighter colors. Maybe I need some green. Need some flowers in there. Are there any flowers? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, cute, cute. See, you can always do stuff with your leftover scraps and pieces. I love pulling out like my scrap boxes every once in a while and just seeing what I can create from them, what I can make from all the different past projects and what's left over. That's a little dark. Let's see if there's a different green. Yeah, that looks a little better. Yeah. So cute. And because I know my nieces, they are bling girls. They're going to want something shiny on there. So let me pull out some of my, see if I've got some rhinestones or some center dots that can help jazz that up a little bit. Yeah. We're going to put a couple of these on there for my girls. Let's see. That one definitely in the middle of it. Add a little sparkle. Let's see, let's try one of these down here. And another one of these over there. That's cute. Just a little bit of sparkle. And now that I see that, I think I'm going to come back to this one and pull out my Wink of Stella. And this is just a glittery ink. That it just leaves a nice little shimmer. It's hard to see if I can get it to show up on camera. I don't know if that'll show up on camera, but it's just a little bit of shine. So I'll put just a little bit. What is that? There we go. It's not wanting to come out very much. There's the other one. The oily stuff is coming out, but the glitter's not. There we go. Just a little bit of shimmer on those. Not sure if that shows up on camera or not. It's really, really faint, and it's not wanting to come out very well. I'll have to work on that. Maybe clogged. Okay, so there's those two. Let me kind of clean up my workspace here because I'm already losing track of what I'm doing. And I got, I got 2 more to make. 2 more to make. Y'all are welcome to hang out with me. I love having people in my craft room, having fun with me. Are any of y'all crafting along, or any of y'all doing any crafting, or are you just scrolling? Nothing wrong with scrolling. I do that quite often. Do that quite often myself. Okay. Lay those aside because I have a feeling I don't think I need those on here. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Let's take one of these and put here. And here. Kind of in the center of those flowers. And I feel like I need a couple more. Use a couple of the green ones. Supposed to do odd numbers, so I've got 2. That makes 3. That'll work. That's 3. And then 3 on that one. That's really cute. The more I look at that one, the more I like it. Okay, we'll lay those aside. We'll use them in just a second. Now I need to make, I know I'm going to do this one for my other niece, so let's go ahead and do it. And so when I start cutting it out, I always want to make sure everyone knows where the template is. This is a template from, from Rashawn Williams. This is her pattern, and you can print it for free from her YouTube channel. The link is in my description, so y'all be sure and check her out. She's got a lot of really cute stuff. Give her a like and a follow because you want to see what she's doing. She's doing some really cute stuff. She is a German content creator, but I find her stuff easy to follow. Like, she'll do a short showing you how to put something together or fold it, and I've always found her easy to follow, regardless of the language. So, and usually I don't think she does a voiceover. I think she typically just has music, and so really all you're doing is following along with what she's showing you, not so much what she's telling you. But this is a free download from her page. And it's a super easy, super cute little gift bag, gift box, treat holder, whatever you want to call it. We were talking earlier that it's perfect for Easter, but if you do like a spring birthday for a boy or a girl, you could do these in blue. I'm going to do one in a blue color in a minute. Actually, I decided to do it in yellow, but I'm going to decorate it with blue for my nephew. They'd be cute for a baby shower, a spring birthday, for Easter. Any time you would just use a bunny theme. These are really cute little treat holders. And so you cut on the solid lines and you score on the dotted lines. And then watch out for this little piece. That's the center of the ear, so you don't want to lose that. And I'm going to switch over to my fussy cutting scissors, because on the first one I learned that these black lines, even if you put them towards the inside of the box, you can still see them. It's this one. You can still see them from the front. You can see the back of it. So I'm going to go back and trim that off a little bit more. But I've been more careful when I have cut out the later ones to be sure and cut off that black line around the ears, just so you don't see it even from the back side. And for that, I find these little fussy cutting scissors so much easier. For some reason, you just get so much more control with this little thin blade. So I'm using that for the ear part, and then my big bladed scissors for the longer straight areas. I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I started doing YouTube lives just a week ago, just to have some more fun in my craft room, have people hang out with me, kind of share what I'm doing. I don't know that I'm actually teaching anybody how to do anything, but I enjoy crafting and I enjoy having people with me. So if y'all like hanging out, that's what we'll do. Just a peaceful time. I know I watch a lot of YouTube lives like this, just watching people create, real calm and kind of peaceful. I like doing that before I go to bed. Helps relax me, helps me just kind of lull into a good sleep. Like I said, I just started doing lives. Stop. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. That's my alarm that's telling me it's 9:30 and it's bedtime. I just started doing my YouTube lives a week ago. So my plan is to do them at 8 p.m. Central. I'm going to try to do them every day except Tuesdays. Tuesdays, I watch Oak Island. If any of y'all watch that show, I'd love to know it. That's one of my favorite shows. My husband and I both watch it. And it's on Tuesdays. So gotta watch Oak Island. And the season's coming to an end, so over the summer I might even be able to do some on Tuesdays. But Tuesdays would be a good break so that I'm not doing them every night. And I kind of want to come up with a theme to do each night of the week, because right now I'm just kind of saying, okay, what do I want to work on, or what do I need to do? And I do all the crafts. Like I sew, I crochet, I knit, I do it all. And I want to kind of do different things on YouTube. Most of what I follow are paper crafters, and that's wonderful. I like to make cards. I like to make treat boxes like this. But I also enjoy doing other things. And so I might start trying to do like, I don't know, like maybe Wednesdays is sewing, or I don't know. I don't know. What would y'all think? Depending on what kind of crafts you do or enjoy or want to watch. And it might just be I need to see how many people tune in for each one, because there's a couple people who do live and they just sit and crochet. And I enjoy that because I like just hanging out with crafty, creative people. So, hey, Miss Juju. How are you doing? I'm just sitting here talking to myself, I think. Oh, okay. So now I need to score it. Just get me this is just a notepad, something soft to press into. So I trimmed it out. And like I said, I trimmed it out on the solid lines, and now I'm going to score it on the dotted lines. Where's my score? Where's my bone folder? So I'm just going to follow it. And you might not even have to score it if you had, depending on what kind of paper or cardstock or even, construction paper or cardboard that you're making this out of. I want to score it because I think it's going to help me just get a nicer, straighter score. And these are not hard to draw on, hard to score. And especially these little pieces over here, scoring that first really helps get those little tabs turned up. Hey, Allie, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. We are making some more little Easter treat holders. I need something to take for my swap to club this week. And I wanted to make some for my nieces and nephew. I made those jelly bean holders for my ladies for my friends, for my ladies at club, and for a couple other friends. But I wanted to make these for my kiddos. So I'm just folding those in, and then now I'll come fold all these other ones. And if you did a good score line, it should fold pretty easy. And you can line up your edges too. That will help you get it straight. And then these last two on this side. Yes, Allie, the link is in the description for the video. This is another content creator's template. So her name is Rashawn Wilms. I actually think it's Williams, but it's spelled Willms. Rashawn Wilms. And she is a German creator. And so the template itself and her videos, they're done in German. So I wanted to do one with kind of an English voiceover for her. But she's got a really cool channel with origami and a lot of different treat holders. But you can go get this this pattern from her page. And then I just printed it on colored cardstock. So now, and I've made two already tonight. This was the first one we made. And then this is for my niece. She's a pink girl. So this was the second one we made. And then I'm making the other one for my other niece because she's also a pink girl. And if one has pink, the other has to have pink, or there will be a fight. You do not walk into their house with only one pink thing. Yes, these are really cute, and man, they're easy. When I saw her short, her video, she doesn't do she doesn't talk you through it. She just shows you, and then she has music playing. And when I saw it, I thought, man, that looks really easy. But You know, sometimes it's not as easy as it looks, but these really, really are. They're super cute and they're easy to make and fold. So, yeah. Yep, both of my nieces are definitely Team Pink and Team Glitter. Like, it cannot shine enough for the two of them. And what's so funny is their brother is just laid back, like I mean, he could care less. He's just a boy. He doesn't care. But he's older than they are, and he is a good big brother. Like, he makes sure that they don't fight over anything. He takes care of them. So all I'm doing is, after I've folded it, I'm just putting a little bit of glue on each one of the tabs. And then just folding the edge, kind of lining it up and giving it a second for the glue to hold. And these are super cute for Easter, but they would also be good for like a baby shower or, you know, a spring birthday. Wouldn't have to be Easter. You could do a lot with bunnies. Put that over there. And then this last long edge here. And I'm just trying to push from the inside so there's some pressure. And then you got it. Then you got this cute little Easter bunny box. And I need, let's see, I need some more pink paper to decorate it. So let me see what I got down here in my pinks. Let's see. It can't look too different from the other one. Nah, that's dull. They gotta look kind of the same, but they also can't be identical because they want their own. I thought I had some polka dots. I thought I had some cute little polka dots. Where are they? Sorry, let me, ooh, oh no, wrong color pink. Wrong color pink. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's the one we're doing. That's the one we're doing. I think that'll be cute with it. Don't y'all? Actually, those colors look pretty muted. Let me keep looking. Let me keep looking. I've only got like 6 million pieces of cardstock, so it's not like I don't have any choices. It's not like I don't have a choice. Cute. Oh, here we go. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the one that will work. And then these little panels to cover it need to be 1 by 2.5, and you need 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3. And I'll cut them 2.5 long. You getting ready to go live, Miss Juju? I'm going to hop off of here and come over and watch you in a minute. Okay. Let me move that out of the way. You just got up. Girl, last night I forgot that I was going to, completely forgot that I was going to do a live. We ate supper and I was happy sitting on the couch watching TV. And all of a sudden my alarm went off saying it was 9:30. And I was like, I guess I'm not doing a live tonight. I went to bed and watched you. So I'm just adding these strips to the side to decorate it. You could decorate it any way you want. You could use little pieces of ribbon. You could do anything to decorate them up. And if you printed this on, cute cardstock or construction paper, you might not even have to add anything. I like to jazz it up a little bit. I want to add a little bit of something to it. If y'all are not following Miss Juju, she's Crafting on the Back 40. She does lives at 10 o'clock Central Time. And she does a lot of junk journaling. She's a awesome journaler and does so much with her jelly plate. Like, she's inspired me. I may have to get a jelly plate. She does some really, really pretty papers and designs with it. And then her journals are just cool. Plus, she's fun to hang out with. So if y'all aren't following her, check out her channel. She's getting ready to go live here in the next couple minutes. All right, how am I going to doctor that up? Let's see. Do I have any more of those little flowers? Where's those flowers I was pulling from? I know I want to put a couple little bows on it, on the ears like I did the others. Oh, I think we're going to do the pale pink bows. That's cute. Or with the light blues? No, I think the pale pink. I think the pale pink looks good. So we're going to put those up there on the ears. Yep, they are, like I said, both my nieces are girly, girly pink. They're all about the pink. And one's in 9th grade and one's in 2nd grade. And you can imagine the 2nd grade has to be just like the 9th grader. Like, can't be anything different. Like, they both want pink and both got to be cute. And but then the 9th grader doesn't want the 2nd grader to have everything just like her. So they got to be a little bit different. So they got to be the same but different. And then I've got a couple of these little flowers. Picked some of these out before. And we're going to shape them up a little bit here. Just kind of decorate the bottom corner a little bit. Put on, let's see, what are some of these other colors? I like the white ones. A while ago, all I could pull out was white ones. Now, where are they? There they go. There they are. And I did not get to the Dollar Tree to get the little Easter grass to go in it, but that's going to make them cute too. A little bit of Easter grass and then a couple. The girls like the Cadbury Easter eggs, so throw a couple of those in there. And then Harry likes more of like the sweet tart, Smarty kind of stuff. So I'll get some of that for his. And let's see, it needs some greenery. A couple little green stems to stick out. Yeah. The first one probably took me 30 minutes. These others, they're going faster after you've made a couple. And if I was assembly lining and cutting them all out at once, then, you know, being a little bit more methodical with it, that'd work too. But I'm just kind of playing around. Let's see, I want one more white flower. There. That's cute. Let me get some bling. Where did I put the glitters? Need to put some bling on it. I've lost my pokey tool. There we go. Let's see. Let me put green one down here. I think I want to put one in the center of each flower. Give it some sparkle. Here we go. That's cute. So cute. All right. I have got one more to make, but I'm getting hot and I need some Diet Dr. Pepper. So I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to jump over and watch Miss Juju at Crafting on the Back 40. Thank you, Allie. They are cute. Did you find the template to them? Were you able to get to the template? I think Rashawn's page is RAUSHANWILLMS 25. Like, I think it's got the 25 on it. But she's got this template, and I don't usually see her put out a lot of templates because she mostly just folds, you know, does the origami stuff. But so y'all have a good night, and I will catch y'all over on Crafting on the Back 40 with Miss Juju. And I hope y'all have a great evening, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.